Hello and welcome to Sharpest Hammers. I am Tim, and with me today is a very special guest. It is Daniel.
I'm not a fucking guest, I'm a co-host.
Well, you're a guest today because it's a very special Diablo 3 feature. Much like,
Oh dear God.
much like our Dota 2 feature, we have both played Diablo 3, and I'm going to be asking Daniel a few questions about it while we play Team Fortress, of course.
Talk about one game while playing another.
Well, we might as well fit with the theme of what we've been doing.
Sucking horribly?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, whatever.
Okay, so, Daniel, first question.
So, Tim.
How far have you gotten in Diablo 3?
Let's see. I think I just finished, or I'm about to end Act 3.
Alright. And, what is your favorite class?
I'm gonna have to go with... I went to the witch doctor, he told me what to do, he said, ooh-ee, ooh-ah, ding-dang, walla-walla, bing-bang, ooh-ee, ooh-ah, ding-dang, walla-walla, bing-bang!
That was pretty thorough. And why is he your favorite class?
I just like the character, he's like your old, like, awesome grandpa if he, you know, didn't suck.
Okay. And Diablo is a randomly generated game, which means there's many events. Like, you won't see the entire game in one playthrough. So what is your favorite event so far? What's the favorite thing you've done?
That's a really tough one, because a lot of time I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
But, probably the Jar of Souls, just because it's the first one I ever did.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun, because I didn't know what to expect. It was like, ooh, shiny thing! Ah! Dead zombie skeleton monsters! From beyond!
Oh, okay. And what's your favorite aspect of the game so far?
Favorite aspect of the game? I love talking to the, getting to, like, talk to my followers. They're just awesome. I love, the writing is just so amazing.
Okay, and what's your favorite follower?
Everyone loves the Scoundrel, and I love the Scoundrel, but honestly, I think the Templar can be a lot of fun, especially when he starts, you know, hitting on the Enchantress.
Yeah. I actually really like the Templar's backstory. It's really, really well written, really interesting, and it just
Dark as fuck.
Yeah, it's got a lot of dimensions to it, which we're probably not going to talk about because you really got to play the game, and we don't really want to throw too many spoilers into it.
He was viciously beaten while he was tied to a wall.
Yeah, but who wasn't in their adolescence? Do you feel the class...
Do you have something you'd like to talk about?
No, not really. I'd like to keep that to myself. But anyway, do you feel that the classes and the enemies are well balanced?
In general, yes. Mostly because this isn't an MMO.
Right.
If this were an MMO, I would probably say that there was a little bit of balance issue. But because you work in an, you know, it's all instant, you don't really, you know, have to worry about it so much.
Yeah.
As far as the monsters and enemies, they're generally pretty balanced. The thing is, I think they really designed this game in mind of people working with other people to play it.
Okay.
It wouldn't just be you and a follower, but you can play it that way if you want to. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if you have trouble with certain enemies, it's because they were generally designed with the idea that you'd have someone with you.
Alright. And what is your take on online-only play?
Fuck online only.
Okay.
I just don't like that, that I just constantly seem to keep getting, kicked off because I don't have the greatest internet connection. Which, I do actually have fairly good internet, it's just that, it'll randomly turn off for a split second, and because I was disconnected for a second, I get kicked out of the game. and that kind of sucks. Just today I lost a boss fight because of that.
Yeah, there was actually a recent thing where people lost their hardcore characters in droves because of that sort of shit.
Yeah, me and you actually talked about that. I said I would not create a hardcore character unless there was a way to play offline, because, haha, I killed you, Tim.
I see that.
But I would not play a hardcore character unless they had a non-offline only, because I get really attached to my characters. Like, when I play them, I kinda, you know, I don't necessarily make up a backstory or anything for them, but I definitely, you know, I definitely enjoy thinking about who they are and what made them that way, and if I just fucking die and he's gone forever because of a fucking lag,
Yeah.
I would not be a happy camper. Bricks through windows.
Okay.
Pea jars everywhere.
So, how do you feel about Blizzard fanboyism? We're talking about the hardcore type stuff, and that actually caused a lot of arguing over whether hardcore characters should be rezzed if they're killed by, you know, ungame means. And there are a lot of Blizzard fanboys coming out to defend that sort of things, and pretty much like any company. But what's your take on that?
In general, I don't like any fanboyism, but the Blizzard fanboys have really pissed me off lately, because I like Diablo 3, unabashedly. I really enjoy it. That doesn't mean I can't find fault with it. That doesn't mean I can't say, this pisses me off. Which we've kind of gotten into this mindset lately with all video games, where either you love the game and it can do no wrong, or you hate the game.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on right now. If you say anything bad about Diablo 3, it's because you suck, or you don't understand it, or, you know, you're an idiot, or you're a noob, or blah, blah, blah. It's always your fault. There's nothing wrong with the game.
Okay. Alright, and I'm leading you here, but what has your worst experience been with the game?
With the game itself, probably just the random getting kicked off when my internet freezes for a second. But I assume you're leading me to my worst experience having to do with Diablo 3.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know, Blizzard took down their support service on the phone. I don't know if it's still down or not, but it was down for about a week or so. When I tried to buy the game, because I got the starter edition and I enjoyed it, therefore I wanted to give Blizzard my money, my brother wanted to buy it for me, and he gave me his credit card. I went to the website, I tried to buy it. It didn't work. And so I called my brother. I assumed we just had the wrong number or something, but it was all right. So I tried again, and it didn't go through, except it charged him twice and didn't give me the game. So here I am. My brother's out $120. I don't have a game, so I call Blizzard. You know, I wasn't pissed at this point. I mean, I was a little, like, confused, but I call them, wait 15 minutes on the phone with a robot, only for the robot to then tell me, we've shut down our help services because we have too many calls. So at this point I was a little confused. So I sent them an online ticket. 3 days later, the online ticket gets switched to Answer. We had already at this point had the bank forcibly remove the money out of Blizzard's coffers, because at this point they are coffers. And the answered ticket just said, we're sorry, but we cannot answer your ticket at this time because we have too many tickets. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. What is your take on the auction house? They have a gold in-game currency auction house and a real money auction house.
I think it has the potential to be really cool. It's either going to be one of two things. It's either going to immediately be devalued to pretty much everything is 99 cents, and everyone throws stuff on it, but no one buys stuff on it.
Yeah.
And, or it's going to become everyone tries to list their thing as $100, and no one ever buys anything on it.
And if given the chance, what would you add to or remove from the game?
I would probably add a single-player non-online option the caveat to that would be if you have a single-player non-online mode, then your character would never be able to interact with the online world at all.
So,
I mean, maybe you could chat with people, but you couldn't sell things on the auction house, you couldn't play with your friends, but you can play yourself with no online.
So basically like Diablo 2, if I remember correctly, that's the way that was. You had to have a online-only character for, like, the .NET and stuff like that.
I don't remember, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's how that was. What is your overall opinion of Diablo 3? We're gonna close it with this question: the feel of the game, graphics, sound, characters, etc. Like, give me a good old synopsis on what you think about Diablo 3.
I think that is the best piece of shit that I have ever played.
Is that all you got? Like nothing?
I mean, it's Diablo. I mean, if you've played Diablo 2, you know what this game is. Like, it hasn't. I mean, it's changed somewhat for the better and somewhat for the worse, but all the same, it's Diablo.
Yeah.
Take that for what you will.
I actually feel like it has more parts of the first Diablo in it than it does stuff from Diablo 2, to be completely honest.
Well, Diablo 2 is almost exactly Diablo 1, so...
No, not really. Not at all, actually. I mean, Diablo 1 mostly took place, well, entirely took place underneath the cathedral, where Diablo 2 had different locations. Diablo 3 has different locations, but a lot of the events, like the Skeleton King was from Diablo 1. There are a few things from Diablo 1 that I saw, but I can't really remember offhand. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like it goes back to the roots of Diablo and has Diablo 2 elements where they did right and a lot of new things, so... We'll just see how it progresses with patches and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Alright, and that concludes our Diablo 3 special.
Wow, that was a great way of ending that.
I might have... Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Alright, goodbye, everybody.
Bye!
Thank you for watching our video. We upload new videos every other day, and I want you to remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already by clicking the shiny candy-like button on the upper left window.
Wait.